Hey everyone. Season 2 of Tekken 8 was released just a couple of days ago. Players have now had some time to unpack the changes, try the game out, and suffice to say it's been hugely unpopular. The devs have done this strange thing where they've got our hopes up by saying Season 2 will put a greater emphasis on defense, and then the patch comes out and it only seems to be offense and mix-ups that have been buffed. Now, I know it's easy to get salty about this. It really sucks to see something that you love, something that you've invested a lot of time, effort, and emotion into become rubbish. However, after the initial anger comes acceptance. There's a great Reddit post where someone says Tekken 8 Season 2 is wonderful because it means they can enjoy other things in life, like learn a new language, take better care of themselves, etc. And you know what? I get that. All those times you've been pissed off because you're getting mixed up and you guessed wrong and you died, that's gone. You can take a deep breath and find some peace knowing that it's over. But what if you want to keep playing Tekken? Well, just imagine that there was a Tekken game that's available on all platforms. This game has no heat mechanics. It has a giant, expressive roster of characters. This game is way more neutral and poking focused. And guess what? All the cosmetics are free. You can probably guess what I'm getting at. That game exists and it's called Tekken 7. I'm serious. What if I told you you don't have to play the latest version of the game? I've been revisiting 7 recently due to just being tired of 8 in general, and it's a good time. Firstly, the no heat thing. So I've been playing Paul in Tekken 7 and I've been playing him in 8, and getting back into 7, I was shocked when I landed this move. It's called his rubber band attack in the command list, and in Tekken 8 it's a heat engager. But here in Tekken 7 there was no freeze frame, no slow-mo sound effect, no big camera move, no heat. The move just landed and the game just continued. I had to stay on my toes. I had to think about Oki options. And I really think this kind of interaction is fun both for the player who landed the attack and the player who got hit, because they have a moment to register the interaction and say, okay, what now? It's almost like the player who landed the hit is rewarded for doing something right, and the player who got hit is encouraged, hey, get back up, you can do it. I'm going to mention it again, the character roster, it's huge and expressive. The characters have tons more originality in their playstyle and their design. Now, unlike a lot of modern fighters, Tekken 7 has very few characters that use installs. There's very little in the way of resource management. The only comeback mechanic is the rage system. This enables your character's rage art or rage drive, and it kicks in when you're really at your last whisper of health, and I think it serves as a good balancing mechanic. Now, with all this praise, is Tekken 7 the perfect game? Is it the solution to all our problems? Absolutely not. It's not without its flaws. Matchmaking can be slow, and the game insists on going back to the loading screen when you rematch. The game also looks very dated. It came out in 2015 and it shows. It's in a weird spot age-wise. It's old enough to look dated, but not old enough to look kind of retro cool. But honestly, if you're the kind of player who gets more excited about being able to see the pores on Jin's cheeks than the mechanics of the game itself, then maybe you're trying a little too hard to justify the huge cost of that graphics card you bought. Now, once in the game, the online is okay, but it's not the best. Apparently it is rollback netcode, but perhaps an older, outdated version. I found the further away my opponent was geographically, the slower the game felt, so you might want to favour playing opponents in your region. And finally, whilst significantly better than Tekken 8, Tekken 7 does have its bullshit. This is a game that Akuma exists in. You will lose to some annoying BS as you play. Like I say, we don't have to play the latest version of a given game. Now, the devs would love that, of course. Playing Tekken 8 means they get to sell us DLC and throw all kinds of in-game ads and sponsors at us. People are really raging at the devs right now. I encourage people not to be irresponsible with this. Yes, it could be that they're incompetent. It could be that they're not actually the ones making these decisions and that they're beholden to other people who want to move the game to the more casino-style, luck-based gameplay. But either way, don't be too mean, don't threaten them. If anything, they probably get off on the attention. If you really want to stick it to them, then go and play another fighting game. There's really, I think, something genuinely anarchic, kind of don't give a fuck about going back to Tekken 7. You know, old games don't die. It's not like when Tekken 8 comes out, 7 ceases to exist. And I love that there's still a vibrant community for Street Fighter Third Strike, a game that came out in 1999. So if you're watching this, there's a good chance you already own Tekken 7. So what do you have to lose? Get it installed, give it a go. If you don't own it, then consider it. But all I'll say is don't even think about paying full price for it. At the time of making this video, it's not on sale on Steam. It's pretty pricey. The base game is £35 in the UK, and the definitive edition, which includes all DLC, is an astonishing £95. However, it does frequently go on sale for a fraction of that. Well, that just about does it. Give Tekken 7 a go. I'll be on there, so maybe you can play my Paul with poor combos and execution. You've probably got a pretty good chance against me. Thanks for watching. See ya!